So they haven't got 8 yet because of the screaming, squelching thing. Here's some right here that's cut them off instead of tearing them off so it don't damage the plant. There we go.
One of my favorite summertime meals is just garden food. Green beans, some good old cornbread, cucumbers, tomatoes, and green onions. I can make a meal out of that.
We need some cornbread next time. Hey guys, it's John and
Bridget.
Welcome to another episode of Yard to Table Appalachian Homesteading. You might remember Bridget from a lot of the videos we've done on the Appalachian channel. And she's here today to help me make some cucumber salad with some of the very first cucumbers that we have harvested. And we're gonna go through, Bridget's not been here in a while because she's been busy working. And
busy with life.
So I'm going to show Bridget the garden, and we're going to look for some cucumbers, and then she's going to go in and make 2 different types of cucumber salad and vinegar.
So, yeah, one's going to have a creamy base to it, and then the other one will just be use vinegar, sugar, and a little bit of water. That way they'll have options, but they're both delicious, especially if you have some good homegrown cucumbers.
Well, these are some of the very first ones that we've grown, so they're just starting to take off, but I'm gonna have plenty of cucumbers, looks like. You hear that hawk in the background, don't pay no attention. That's my deterrent thing for the birds, to keep the birds out, so I don't have hawks screaming.
Oh, really? I thought it was a real one.
Well, people think that in the video. They say, oh, you got hawks. No, that's the thing to keep my strawberries safe, hopefully, and it's working okay. So we'll check on the strawberries some too. So you ready to take a tour?
Absolutely,
Right.
I'm excited.
Let's look right here. These are some different flowers that we planted, and these are, we planted them a little late, but I've got quite a few different marigolds. We bought these as little starter plants, but we planted these, Mary and I did, from seed, and they're just starting to come up. You can see right here. Actually, that one's getting a bloom on it over there. Yeah. So we've got some that we started by seed, then we bought some of them. So here's Angel to come help us look for cucumbers. Okay,
I love the silver dust.
What's that?
The silver dust.
The silver, is that what
it's called?
Well, I don't know what it's called.
I'm pretty sure those are silver dust.
Silver dust, okay. Well, I got one on both ends. I got those from Jackie's nursery, and she gave them to me. And she probably told me, but I can't remember these plants. Like this, I don't know what this is. This is something that I planted and I've lost track. All right, so this is one of the cucumbers. We got one right here. I'll film and let you cut that off. I generally try to cut them off instead of tearing them off so it don't damage the plant. There we go. There's one.
Good looking one.
And I don't know anything about zucchinis, but now these are going to be some gourds. These are gourds, and I got gourds coming up. I think these are going to be gourds all down through here. Like right here's some. That's what's making that noise. So if you need one of these for your yard to keep birds away, let me know and I'll put a link to it in the description. See this down here.
Yeah, I see that.
So some of these gourds I'm learning climb and some don't. Like this is a climbing gourd. It's going to climb up through here, and my goal is for them to come all the way up into here and have those little gourds hanging down. And then I've got a mix of peppers on the outside and tomatoes in here. So
those strawberries are beautiful.
Let's see, yeah, there's some of them right there. So they haven't got 8 yet because of the screaming, squelching thing. Here's some right here. That's, and we're doing some that I'm growing some shoots off of them called daughter plants, and you can see right here, I've kept these down in the dirt as it shoots these off. You see this one right here?
Yeah.
As it shoots them off, now that this one's rooted, if I wanted to, I could cut it loose and separate this into a whole nother plant. These plants only live a couple of years from what I understand. And there's several different types of strawberries. Not for sure what this one is.
This vine, as it travels, it'll root in different areas. Is that how it does?
Yeah, I just thought it would make one, but from that one, it shot off again. And what I do is I generally, like on that one, I dig the dirt back, and so it can get down into the soil better.
Yeah, it looks like you've got one over here that's
I already come off of it, maybe, yeah. So yeah, I actually had one that shoot off and it actually produced strawberries, and I found it under another one and didn't realize it.
I think I saw on your video at, I guess it was Jackie's nursery, she had some onions that grow like that. They jump and, remember?
That one I don't remember about the
I
onions.
think so, because I had never seen those before, and I thought that was, I love onions, so I thought
So
that was neat.
here's some zucchini, and I have no idea how big it's supposed to get before you eat it or harvest it.
So with the zucchini, the yellow squash, I like them when they're young and tender. You can let them get bigger, especially if you're going to use them like in a stir fry or something with other foods. But when
So
they're young and tender,
there's one there and there's one behind it. Are those ready to be harvested and cut off?
yeah, you could go ahead and pick the. I don't know, John. I'd probably give those a few more days.
Okay.
But they'll be ready soon. My husband has a garden too, and this week we've gotten 2 good-sized zucchini and then 2 squash off of it. So I was really excited about that, but I'm wanting to make some zucchini bread out of the zucchini.
Well, I'd like for you to come make some with this here for us on the show.
Absolutely.
For the yard to table. So
Glad to.
now this one's done the best for me. This has been in a container pot. And if you look right down here, this is something I said we got some cherry tomatoes if we wanted to pick those.
Those will be good in our cucumber salad.
Okay, well, let's see. Let me hold something for you and let you get in there and pick some of them out, and I'll film you getting them. And I think we could make some fried green tomatoes at some point.
You could.
We've done a video on it before and it done really well, but I think it would be neat to get some now. The containers, I like them because you can just turn it around and turn it for you.
And then, like you've told many times before on your channel, if you don't have a lot of property to have a setup like John has or to put out a big garden, container gardening is perfect for just a balcony or a back deck. So
actually, it's worked really well. It's grew better than any other of the tomatoes that I grew over here. I'm not for sure exactly why, if it's the soil I put in there, and I'm gonna go back and do another video to go over. I showed planting this one and the soil that I used, but I'm gonna go back now that it's starting to fruit. It's get fruit up here. And once I get some fruit up on the top, I'm gonna make a follow-up video and show how the soil I used to pot this one with, because I think that is key of how well this is done.
it probably has a lot to do too with the moisture of it, and I'm sure there's a lot of things.
Don't know, but container growing so far right now is my #1 best results now. So we got a few more cucumbers right down here, I think. Let's look. Oh yeah, here's one. Getting our hands full, ain't we?
Yep, we need a little basket.
Let me go get one. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. So this is just a few of the first things, but so here was another cucumber I think we picked or had at some point. Let's go right down here. I think there's another one. Oh yeah, we got some more right here. So here, let me. I don't know, some people might just tear them off, but I think it hurts the vine myself.
It probably does. I've thought about that because I usually just tear off the squash and zucchini. So
here's one right here is ready, looks like.
There's nothing like fresh garden cucumbers. They're good and crispy.
So, okay, let's look right here. I don't know about banana peppers. I know they got to be pickled. So how many of these, and I'm gonna have a bunch of them. Let's look right here. See how big these are getting?
Oh yeah.
Wonder how big those are supposed to get.
Those are, you could pick those right now. The thing with picking them so early is that if you are going to do something where you need a large quantity of them, by the time the rest of them are ready, these are going to be bad on you. So you kind of just have to watch and see. It could be that, now I like to eat these just with a cold sandwich.
You don't have to pickle them?
No, I mean you can eat it just like it is if you like the taste of a pepper.
If you like some of those, won't you take some of them? Because it looks like, are they about the right size?
Oh yeah.
Okay, won't you cut those and take some of those?
Well, thank you.
Because I've got more here, and I've got about 12 of these plants all together. So I understand you have to
have a lot of peppers.
Well, that's just on the banana peppers, 12 of them. Look, see, I got bell peppers coming up right here. See this?
Now, didn't you plant some purple
I do
bell
have
peppers too?
Yeah, there's a few purple ones, and then I found another one. There's some right in there too. Look at those.
Yeah, my daughter, she loves eating these too with the cold sandwich. They're really good.
Unpickled, nothing.
Unpickled, just straight wash this and Just eat it. They're really good like that.
I was hoping Mary would be here, but she started her new job and has been not feeling good. She's going to hopefully show up here in a little bit, so.
Hopefully so. I'm anxious to meet her.
Yeah, I think you two will get along great. So these are all peppers all down through here, all down through here. Then these are little peppers here that I planted, so they'll have some more coming out. That's got a lot of, look at this one over here.
Those are full of buds.
I got one of them right down here that is, these are all peppers, peppers, and that's a pepper.
We need to get some maybe pepper relish recipes to do some of this with, because you can use different types of peppers in that.
Okay, look at those little peppers right there. Those are growing smaller.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know, those should be banana peppers too. Right here some.
Uh-huh.
So those are coming out, like more of them, but smaller. Angel.
Okay, baby. See, I'm just giving her some cookies. I'm just giving her some cookies. Sweet baby.
Let's see, this one has had a few cucumbers on it, but I think we've got them off. That one's got zucchini, so maybe you can come back and we do zucchini bread.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
So-
delicious. You don't, I mean, obviously you don't taste the zucchini in it, but you're getting you some, at least a little bit of nutrition in something that's good.
All right, well, let me show you everything else we got going on here.
All right. You guys have been busy.
Well, the succulents is, all of the succulents that's out here right now has got to be up potted. So these are some flats or some 3-inch pots that's got to be up potted. And then these are some I've already took every other one out to give these are hens and chickens down through here so they can live like you. I think you got some, right?
I don't have any right now. I love them. I do have some type of succulent planted in the yard that I've had for probably 6 years, and I absolutely love it because I don't have to do anything to it.
Well, I'll have to send you home with some, let you pick out some. Here's what we did out here. We took a bunch of them and we're going to let them grow. And I didn't know exactly for sure how well they'll do out here, but we're going to hopefully grow this whole thing full of them. Then we can pick them out of here and then we can pot them up, yeah. This was a beautiful honeysuckle until all the rain came. The rain came and flooded it, I guess, but it does have good drainage in the bottom. I put extra holes in the bottom. We're getting some new growth back right here, but the rain, we had almost 2 weeks of rain, and it rained almost every day. And I did eventually put a tarp over top of this to keep the water off of it, but it was growing and doing really good and had some beautiful, right here, some finally coming back. Here's some hope of life.
Oh, yeah.
It has, it had these, but these they bloom into a beautiful multicolor. It's called a Mardi Gras. So the rain really affected this bad. Now, it was.
Yeah, like you said, we basically had gone through a drought. Well, I think we were 7 inches below average for the year before it started raining, and then for 2 weeks it rained and rained. So I'm sure they got waterlogged. But my mom bought a honeysuckle plant. I thought it was called a rainbow, but it could be is this different colors?
Yeah, it's like pink and purple and yellow.
That's probably the same thing.
Mardi Gras, or close to it, probably a different one. But I've got a few carrots in here. I don't know, next year, there's certain things I won't grow. I do have some beans going right here, but I don't know. See, it's got beans on them now?
Yep.
So I don't know.
I still have a little bit to go before you pick those.
So I got 4 plants here, and they did get some beans on them, but I know nothing about none of this actually. So it's all just experiment.
Onions. That's probably one of my favorites in the garden is garden onions. And for whatever reason this year, Sean's have not done well. We have a few little sprigs that look like they may have some hope.
I don't know how big these are supposed to get.
You could go ahead and pick those now and eat them.
You want some?
Well, I don't want to take all you.
No, I don't eat them. If you want to get you some, since you haven't gotten them, if you'll eat them, take the ones you want there. And I'll make more rooms for peppers. I'm gonna put. You don't understand. I got more peppers to plant. I'll show you here in a minute.
Oh my word! Well,
you want me to help you?
Of peppers, maybe. I don't
need
think
that
I
one?
can get it.
Okay, let me see here. I might have to go get the shovel.
Oh yeah, that's a good sized one.
There you go. Let's get this one for you. Then I can plant some peppers in here because you'll understand. I got more projects going on.
You have a lot. I'm not sure how you're keeping
This
up with all
this
of it.
started to be, was just supposed to be 3 raised beds.
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally ordered those sets of 2 twice. I
sound
already had
like
it.
me.
I already had it in the cart and forgot.
Yeah.
I added it again and paid for it. Then I ended up with 5 raised beds. Now I built this, and then look down there. I've got a greenhouse now.
I see that.
So we'll go to the
Let's go
greenhouse.
check that out.
There's Dustin sitting on the porch of the studio.
I'm gonna sit this right here, John, till we.
All right, here, I set it inside, and that way the sun won't
Okay.
get them. Won't get it so bad. Let's bring the knife with us. We might find a cucumber back here.
Okay.
We'll get a picture of those. So, one of the most amazing things I've seen this year is Dustin's tomato plant that he absolutely killed.
You witnessed a miracle?
Well, he set it out here on the porch of the studio so that he could take a look at it, and it fell off because it wasn't no water in it, and the wind blew it, and when it did, it broke it completely off. Snapped it off. There wasn't nothing but the little bitty, it might still be down there. See this little stem right here?
Yep.
That's all it was.
Oh, wow.
And then it came back.
Well, Dustin, I think you might have a green thumb or 2 on you.
Yeah, it came back. It's got about 8 tomatoes on it now.
Yeah, it was completely gone. There's nothing there but that. And then the part that broke off, it had a tomato on it. Well, it broke off the part that was growing, and I took and put, I don't know, it got mixed up in with some hay that we took around back, and it got under that hay, and it kept growing in that hay. Just that thing itself, it grew a tomato. Maybe it didn't have a tomato, but it grew one in the hay, in the dark, covered up.
Oh, my goodness.
So it's a very resilient plant.
Must be pretty hardy, huh?
This is where she stays at now. She sleeps out here at night. She got sprayed by a skunk.
Oh,
So
no.
she's ended up having to be an outside dog, and she likes it out here. She keeps an eye on
Sweet
things.
baby. Yes, she is.
Come on, I'll show you the rest of the stuff. These are in here succulents that I have up potted. These are ready to just start growing, and they're ready to. And then I got the rest of my peppers in here that I got to plant.
Oh my, you do have
See,
lots
these are
of peppers.
There's like,
Wow, it's a sauna in here.
oh yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can turn this on here. All
There
right,
we
we'll
go.
leave the door open too. But yeah, it's got hot in here. So yeah, this is what I was saying. You need some pepper plants? You gonna grow
Sure,
them?
we'll take. Yeah, we're growing some, but absolutely if you're not going to.
These are, I started all these by seed.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Now that's something we have never done. We always just go buy the plants, but as all of you probably well aware now, everything is so expensive.
It's $5 for one. That's
Yeah.
what I was paying for when I first. Some of the ones you see out in the garden. These either came from seeds we bought or from seeds I took out of peppers when I was cooking.
Wow.
So I took those out.
you-
Yeah.
Cool.
So these are some that's up potted right here that we're. Some of the leaves are broke and different things. So now
Those
they
are
got to grow to
beautiful.
fill the pot, so you don't see the pot. So these are some little pieces that were left over, broke off or whatever that
Little
we're starting.
babies.
Yeah, we started a lot of them that way. So
Well, I will definitely have to pick your brain because I do want some more succulents to put out in my landscaping in the front yard. So you'll have
well,
to educate me.
I would go with the perennials if you're going to keep them out there year round.
Oh yeah.
The tin and chickens, a lot of those has got to be taken in once it gets 40 degrees or below, or they'll freeze and bust. But the ones I've got out there in the front, the perennials like I planted, then this is going to be a garden. Just built this last night. This is all the soil that's sitting outside is going to go in here. Then I'm going to hopefully grow more gourds. I've got some planted in there that's coming up.
Well,
So,
you just wanted to stay busy, didn't you?
and then this is my garden uphill. Planted it up here.
I can't believe how much it's grown since I saw you plant it.
Well, I was just looking at that video last night. I didn't even have these. These are watermelons I bought. Now, I did buy the watermelons in cups. And I didn't make a video update on this one yet. But if you've seen the video, I just planted a few of these cucumbers. I don't know. There's cucumbers. The thing I like about the little decorative gourds and pumpkins is they hold and don't go bad.
Yeah.
And I can use them for a couple of months and sell them in the fall. Fruit is not going to hold very well.
Right.
I think there's zucchini in there. The corn I actually started indoors.
Some more.
That might be
All
some
those
pumpkins. I don't know. Those are gourds, looks like. I have no clue. I'm not
You'll
prejudiced.
figure it out when they
I don't
grow,
care what
won't
they
you?
are. I love them all the same, I think. Now, this is a cucumber. And I put this up. I'm going to run this cucumber on this trellis, and then this one and this one. I'm going to try to keep them off the ground. There's a couple of bean plants. Look how small they are. They've not done well for me at all. I stored them inside. But they're making little beans, but...
So when you were planting these, I heard you say something about a trio, like the three.
Oh, the three
plants that
sisters?
you-
Yeah.
Is that corn, beans, and squash?
Probably.
Which three is that?
Yeah. Zucchini or, I don't know. Something. It's three. I don't know. They help each other out in a certain way. There's a lot of people that do it. So anybody in the comments that do it, leave us a comment. Now these
There
are,
you
see, look how
go.
pretty this
Yep.
is. These are going to be little pumpkins, I think. See those?
Those will be pretty.
Now I'm going to put one of these fences up, one of those trellises up right here. Yeah, that's a gourd of some kind. Now I'm going to put a trellis up for it. See, I'm learning some of them climb and some of them don't. And so I had a few of these, just a couple that died out, really. I don't know exactly what happened. But I do like the way I just put soil straight down on the ground. I guess you saw the video.
Yeah.
But look here, it holds moisture pretty good. And then underneath here, this landscaping fabric, I'm noticing a lot of commercial growers are using this on their fields. There's just like miles and miles of this, and they're cutting hose and putting stuff in it, and it keeps the weeds from coming up, and
So
it keeps...
we do not have this in our garden, and yeah, if you've ever done it without it, you know how annoying it is, because I promise you the weeds grow 10 times faster than the vegetables grow.
Well, I don't know, let's see. See, you can see right here where I put the soil. And the grass has not really died out underneath there, but it's eventually will, and it's worked. I did do a little bit of herbicide, weed killers, top stuff around the edge of it, just a little bit. You can see there, just to keep the grass from coming up on it. But so that's some of my projects.
We've got plenty to do.
Let's go make some cucumber salad.
Okie doke.
All right, Bridget's been setting some things up and looks good. So tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Okay, so John popped this one on me. He told me that he was going to have quite a few cucumbers and asked if we could maybe do a cucumber salad with it, and I was like, well, yeah, of course we will. So that's what we're going to do, and like I said earlier, I'm going to do a couple of versions. I'm going to do one that's creamy, and we'll use Greek yogurt as part of the base for that. Both of the salads are going to have vinegar and sugar in them, and then the one that is not creamy will also have some of John's little tomatoes in it.
So we're getting a few things in, and Bridget's off work for the next month or two, so we're going to try to get her down here as much as I can, because we're going to have a lot of peppers coming in. Sweet peppers. I didn't do any hot peppers, but we got banana peppers, and I was talking to her about doing deep fried banana peppers. There are appetizers that I came across I love those. I'd never had those before.
Yeah, I've never had those either. That sounds delicious. But I was telling John we could also do like some relish, pepper relish. You can do red pepper relish. I mean, there's all kinds, but with the variety of peppers that he's going to have, we can just kind of mix all of them together. And
sounds like fun. I like peppers, but I like because they're colorful. They got colors, you know.
They are pretty.
So when filming and photographing, they're pretty. So, all right. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the camera and bring it over here so everybody can see up close, and because I know nothing about this anyway, so I'm gonna get the camera and bring it over so you can see what she's doing.
Okay. So I was asking John about cauliflower. My husband's growing some, but he didn't grow his from seeds, so he paid as much for the cauliflower plant as you would pay for a head of cauliflower in the grocery store. So I'm not a huge fan of cauliflower, cold, just fresh, unless it has lots of ranch dressing on it. But I did try a recipe. All you do is you can take either fresh cauliflower. I used a bag of frozen cauliflower and tossed it in olive oil, salt, and pepper. You can put different seasonings on it if you wanted it to have sort of a taco seasoning or whatever seasonings you want. Put it in the air fryer for about 8 minutes, flip it halfway through. It's absolutely delicious. So we're gonna have to let John try that too. All right.
So I'm not good at peeling things. Everybody makes fun of when I'm peeling, so I think I can run the camera better than peeling. So I know I should be helping you with this.
So for these, oh no, you're good. I'm not going to peel the whole cucumber. I'll tell you when we get on here. Because I want some of the green to be left on it because that gives it a good crunch. So what we'll do, we've washed our cucumbers and these are some beautiful ones. I'm just going to cut the ends off. And when you're making a cucumber salad, it's good to let the cucumbers sit in salt. So I'm not going to peel this whole cucumber. I'm going to leave some of the green on it because it helps to give it a good crunch. So there's no rhyme or reason to it. And if you don't like the skin of it, that's fine. Just peel the whole thing. But we're going to do it this way today. And after you get your cucumbers ready and in the bowl, sprinkle them with some salt. And you're going to let them sit for about 15 or 20 minutes, and what that does, the salt is going to pull the moisture from the cucumber so that you have that nice cucumber taste throughout your whichever type of dressing that you're going to use. So that's what we're going to do today.
Now, let's try one of them and just make sure they're okay.
Make sure they're not poisonous. There's nothing like a homegrown cucumber. I don't care who you are. That's really good. Needs some salt, but that's good. What do you think?
They're good. I don't know about the skin on the outside, but
Let me take it off.
I don't know.
Let's take it off.
It's okay, but
Everybody has different preferences, so that's why when you're cooking in your kitchen, you do what you like.
well, it's a little bit more of a, the outer shell has got more of a, this outer skin's kind of got a, I don't know, a bitter, more bitter on that outer skin.
I like the crunch of it.
You like the crunch of it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's some of them with it, some of them without. You pick out what you want.
Well, the one I did with it's a pretty good sized one, so we'll leave it that way, and then we'll do these
Okay.
without. Now, the creamy one that I'm going to do, I know that you are not a fan of onions, John, but the creamy one will have onions in it.
Okay.
So they'll be big enough that you could pick it out if you want to try the creamy version. But in the other one, we're going to just do tomatoes and cucumbers so that you don't have to worry about picking onions out.
Now, can you use this? I can use that thing pretty good. If you use that,
You could. I don't use it a lot. I'm sure this means to
The
adjust
thickness,
the
yeah.
thickness. Okay, you want to show me how to use that?
It's set on the thickest one.
Oh, is it?
So the biggest thing you got to be real careful because you'll go down and cut your fingers.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to cut your fingers if you're not careful. So I've got a guard for it. Does that work okay like that?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get you the guard for it.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Because I have cut myself with it.
Oh, yeah. I would be the one to cut myself. I'm notorious for cutting myself.
You can start
So
out with it
just-
without using it until you get down so far, because
Yeah.
when you get down so far, you definitely want to use the guard on there. And it gets a little hard down there on that. What's this right here?
Yeah.
What's this?
That is fresh dill.
Dill, okay.
And that's going to go in both of the cucumber salads. Wow, that is a lot quicker than slicing it. I'm just so used to just using
Well, that's the only thing. The only two I know how to use in here. I can slice peppers with it and tomatoes with it.
Yeah, the tomatoes, I did see you when you were camping once use it with tomatoes.
I
and
take it
thought that was
camping, yeah.
genius.
Yeah, it works really good for tomatoes. Because I don't like a real thick tomato on my sandwich, but
Cool beans.
now, okay, here. Sprinkle a little salt on this for me. Let me try one without. All right, so All right, it has no outer shell. Do you like the outer skin on yours? Let us know in the comment. Better.
You like it better without?
Well, it's kind of bitter. The outer skin's bitter.
It is, yeah. It does have kind of a bitter. I guess I've just got used to eating them like that, and I kind of like that. But that's kind of like we were talking earlier with the peppers. There's so many variations of the pepper, and I'm not crazy about a really spicy pepper. These don't really have spice to them, but they also have kind of a bitter taste to it, and I like those. I can eat that just by itself.
I tried one of them, and it was not my thing. It was okay, but when they're processed and pickled, I love them, and then we're going to do some fried ones.
Okay, I'm going to do one more cucumber for the creamy.
Gosh, I didn't realize we had that many cucumbers.
Yeah, and you still have more in your refrigerator.
I think those are about past their date. I'm going to have to feed those to the goats.
I'm sure they'll like them. Now, are you still planning to get some chickens and...
Yeah, we had ordered 25 ringneck pheasants that we're going to set free once they're about 10 to 12 weeks old. And our trip to Michigan kind of hit at the same time they were coming in, so I had to delay those until the next shipment was going to be July. So next month those will be in, and we're going to have those for about ever how long it takes to get them up big enough so they can be on their own and fly.
So is that, what are you raising them for?
Just to set them loose, just to see
Oh,
them,
really?
just to put them back into the environment, because there's not many of the rednecks.
Ecosystem.
Yeah, there's not many ringneck pheasants really around, and it used to be something that Appalachian people hunted and ate at one time. Now the only time you really see people hunting them is when they're in a game preserve, and they're paying very high money to go kill a pheasant.
Oh, yeah.
So I just would love to see some of them get set free because they're beautiful.
So now that I have my cucumbers sliced, I'm going to salt them. Like I said earlier, when you salt these and let them sit for about 15 to 20 minutes, it pulls the moisture out of that cucumber so that it gives you a little bit to work with for the dressing part of it.
So it changes the texture of it?
It don't really change the texture of it. It just helps to pull them. I mean, it might make it a little bit more crispy. You're right, if it doesn't have as much water. But what it's helping us do is to have a little more juice in your dressing. And it'll have the cucumber flavor. We're not going to be adding anything besides the vinegar and sugar into the dressing.
Wow, there's more tomatoes on there than I thought. That thing will have a couple hundred tomatoes time it finishes out here.
It will. You're going to have a lot of everything, I do believe.
Well, we're just glad to be able to do it. It's fun to grow and see things, come from nothing. Like the cucumbers, yeah, I planted them from seed. The cucumbers, those all planted from seed, yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
something I would like to eventually do, is plant from seed, but we've never tried that.
At first, I bought 12 tomatoes that were from. Then I bought 12 pepper plants and the Bonnie plant stuff, and I bought quite a bit of that. Different things like basil and lettuce and cabbage, not cabbage, but romaine and leafy lettuce and broccoli but next year mostly what I grow will be from seed. It'll come from seed. We did start the seed and started doing all the cucurbits. I think they call them cucurbits. Anything that's like cucumbers, like the cucumbers, the zucchini, the gourds, the pumpkins, all of those we started from seed. Yeah. So a big part of that.
You have the room to do it too. That's one issue that we have. We don't have a garage or a place that we could start the seeds and be able to take them in and out. And I was thinking about you carrying all of those.
Well, I have those little
in
carts.
and
Now,
out.
when it was real cold, the peppers were in here in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
The whole kitchen. I have those carts, and as they got bigger, I up-potted them and put them in bigger pots. So it could become, if it's going to get down below 40 degrees in the garage that night, which would be, would have had to got to about 30, I kept them in here. So the whole kitchen area here, the floor, I'd pull them in here in those carts. And so I'll do that again next year. I started them early, but next year I've got a greenhouse. I'm not for sure how much that will help, and the fact that it's not heated in the greenhouse. So we got to have heat. You can't let it get below freezing on most of the stuff that you're seeding. So I would set it out during the day. It'd start out in the morning in the kitchen in here, and then it would end up outside during the day, and then come back in at night. So a lot of it was in and out, and it was because of having them on those carts. But this coming next year, I'll fix it to where I can roll racks out in the driveway. I couldn't do the driveway with the racks because there's gravel out there, but I'm gonna make it better with some way to roll them out there next year to roll more stuff in and out. And the succulents have to stay, the ones that are not perennials here will freeze anything below 40 degrees. So I'm gonna sell most of those out in the fall and keep the hen and chicken variety so that we can keep them growing throughout the year. Then this fall, I'm gonna grow a lot of winter pansies. And I'll probably start them by seed, and I'll start them probably in August, so they start coming out in October. They'll be up and ready to plant. Like winter pansies?
I do.
I planted them over the years in the winter time, and it can be snowing on them and they're blooming. So I'm wanting to do everything out there in that garden, everything where there's something, where there's soil at. I'm wanting to just, I'm not going to go buy them because, like you were saying earlier, just to go buy a 6-pack of them winter pansies are very expensive now. So we'll definitely, I've got everything I need to start them from seed, and if I start them in, I think August, they should September, October. I think we can plant them about late October. They should be cool enough to start planting them. So I don't know, leave in the comments if you know when I should plant seeds for winter pansies. And where to order some winter pansy seeds. I've not looked at those. So I'd like to get a lot of different varieties of them.
Well, speaking of seeds and pricing, I can remember back when I was quite a bit younger that you could go get a packet of seeds for less than $1. And now seed packets are like $2, $3, $4. But when you think about it, it's still a lot more economical to buy the seed packet than the plants because you're going to get a whole lot more out of it. That's something I would be interested to know, is how many plants that you are getting out of a seed packet.
Well, on the cucumbers, here you go. Be careful, you're going to cut yourself. You're going to get about 12 seeds. 12 to 14 seeds, and sometimes 16. So it depends on what they are. Carrots, you get 1,000 seeds in a pack, and they're hard to separate because they're tiny. So some things, like cucumbers, they're $3 a pack, but if you planted 12 and say only 6 of those cucumber plants lived, on those 6, you can then see we just started a harvest. I don't know, we got about 8 or 10 today. And they're just now even just starting to grow. So this summer they're going to be, I'm going to be getting 8 and 10 cucumbers every day out of the 6 or 8, 10 I've got.
Right.
So.
And you paid, what did you say you paid for?
$3 for the seeds. But then you got fertilize, I do fertilize them. So a lot of people, I did fertilize them when they were in the starter cups as I grew them. Okay, they got nitrogen.
That's something else I did not realize was I have seen all that. John's afraid I'm going to cut myself. I will if he don't keep reminding me. The different types of fertilizer,
Yeah, I started learning that. It's not just, there's a general all-purpose fertilizer, but to really make things pop and bloom or to grow like you're supposed to, you've got to use a variety of, depending on when they're green or growing green and not producing fruit, you're going to put a lot of nitrogen in there. But once they start blooming and making tomatoes or peppers, you want to start putting phosphorus in there, more heavier phosphorus. So you change it up. It's a general purpose will be sometimes real close to the same amount of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. It'll be like 20, 20, 20. They call that a general purpose. But when they go to blooming, you don't want that nitrogen in there. So much nitrogen, you want phosphorus in there. So I've been learning, and I've been using a lot of the bone meal and blood meal, and they're both, one's nitrogen, one's phosphorus, and one's for the blooming, one's for the growing the green. And So I've been experimenting with it and even having to fertilize the succulents. So that's one of the things you can mess up on and over fertilize really easy. So so far everything's went so good so far, but I do use the organic fertilize, the Epasoma. I cannot pronounce the name of it.
Is it Espoma?
Espoma,
Yes,
yeah, there you go. They make some really good products that breaks down over time. It's nothing that you put on and it instantly works. It takes at least 2 weeks for those granules to break down, but they make so many different ones, some just for tomatoes. It depends on the nitrogen or phosphorus or potassium that's in that, but those are all made out of byproducts of animals. So those are good, but then also you got liquid, you've got granule fertilizer and you've got a liquid fertilizer that you mix, and you can do synthetic fertilizer, which would be like Miracle Grow, that you can just mix with water and it takes it up immediately. Or you can also do an organic fertilizer, which is way, way, way more expensive to do, like a fish, made out of fish fertilizer, if you want to go 100% organic on it. So I'm experimenting with both, and I do like the results on all of it, I guess, but I'll know more after my first year, so I'm just now learning.
Okay, so while our cucumbers are sitting over here in the salt, and you can see, John will be able to show you better up close, but you can see how much moisture is already coming out of that.
So what, the moisture's coming to the outside of it?
Yeah,
then
the salt draws it out of the cucumber.
Then what do you do with that moisture?
You're leaving it in here, and it's going to help with the base for your dressing.
Okay. We was just watching that video that you just saw there of the cucumbers growing towards the tripod. It's crazy. I want to reach out and just...
The crazy part is the sun was on the opposite side.
Yeah, it's back that way.
And instead of it going toward the sun, it looks like it has arms reaching toward the
Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing some more experiments with my cucumbers and seeing. I think because it was black, it could see it better, but plants are aware of what's around them.
Evidently so.
So
okay,
what did we put in?
starting
What is
with-
this?
This is Greek yogurt.
Greek yogurt.
I
Okay.
do not like Greek yogurt plain.
Okay.
But it does make a good base, especially if you are trying to eat healthier and you're needing to substitute for mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is so good, but it's not really that good for you. So I have been doing that a lot more lately, trying to use the Greek yogurt because it does have protein in it. Now, there are tons of different ways to make this. You just got to find the way that you like. So for this one, we're going to use the Greek yogurt. We're going to use 2 teaspoons of sugar, and I'm going to start with this, and then I always taste test everything before I put it on the table just to make sure it tastes okay. Then we're going to use some apple cider vinegar. You'll want, for this size, you'll want about 2 tablespoons. I'm going to cook like I always cook. I'm just going to kind of guesstimate. So let's say 1. I would say that's 2 tablespoons. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. Let's use our whisk.
Yeah, I'm not for sure about making anything like this. I've never made any type of salad except just a regular salad with lettuce and cheese, and that's about it.
My mom, she's always made a cucumber salad, and I'm not positive. I think that she does use the mayonnaise and vinegar and sugar in hers, but I'm not positive, so don't quote me on that one. But it's good regardless. It's refreshing. It's not anything that's too heavy. It's really light. And whenever you're making a dressing, a salad dressing or anything, even macaroni salad, potato salads, the longer it sits, the better it gets because it just gives all of those flavors time to marry together. So I'm going to try this. My hands are clean, so I'm just going to do a taste test. That needs just a little bit more sugar and a tad more vinegar.
Tad more sugar and vinegar. All right.
Now, when we get our cucumbers in here, since we have salted them and they've had some time for that moisture to be pulled out of them, it's going to make thin this out a little bit. And if you see, I don't know if he's zoomed in close enough that you guys may see some little flecks in this bowl, like Right there's one.
What is that?
That's part of the mother from the apple cider vinegar. So I shook it before I used it, but if you look at the bottom of that, you see that swirling? That's the mother, which is what the nutritious part of apple cider vinegar. You can actually make your own at home. I've never tried it. I've seen it done before, but apple cider vinegar has lots of health benefits for you. Okay, and we are going to add a little bit of pepper. And then we're going to chop some dill to put in it. John's old Tupperware. I love this thing. This is my childhood. This, yeah, that knife's good and sharp. With this, you just want to finely chop it. Sometimes it helps to roll it just a little bit too. Oh, that smells good. Can you smell that over there yet? It's very fragrant when you start to cut it.
You just buy it like that in the store?
Mm-hmm. Or you can grow this. There's you something else to grow, John.
I'm good.
Have you thought about doing herbs?
I have seen that. Well, I have thought about doing some of the stuff that people use for medicine. The medicinal plants. There you go. So leave a comment if you know anything about medicinal plants, if you grow any. I'm looking for some information.
I would say that was about a teaspoon of dill, and I think that's going to be plenty for what we have. Look how pretty that's looking. All right, so now that we've got that, we're gonna slice up just a few onions. I'm not gonna put a whole lot of onions in it, but the red onions just give it a pretty color, a good flavor. Got sour cream on that, or Greek yogurt. And I like the taste of an onion. So you can add to this whatever you would like. If you don't like an onion, leave it out. John, I think we need these thinner.
Too thick?
We will.
Okay, let's see here.
You want to get that out?
Yeah.
Well,
that's
there we
good.
go.
Okay, a little thinner. Let me try it for you. Well, I think because they're
Plenty.
see there, I can actually do.
With that.
I can actually do something. I can use that.
You can tell who's used one and who hasn't for sure. I've not used one of those. So now all I'm going to do here is just kind of make these a little bit smaller slices, so it's not such a big ringlet in there. If you wanted to make these, to dice these, you could absolutely do that. But it does look pretty to just leave them a little bit longer so that it shows up good in that cucumber salad. I might need to start telling a sad story here because I'm about to start crying. Okay, let's see what we've got. I don't want to overpower it for sure. I need me one of those scraper things to pick it up with. All right, looking pretty good. Now let's add our cucumber to the mix. And you guys, John can tell you, he sees how many times I wash my hands while I'm cooking, so just trust that my hands should be pretty clean anyway. I know sometimes that annoys people if they don't see everything happening on the video, but it's also hard to tape or video everything that you're doing, so.
They're not too interested usually if you're showing just washing your hands, so.
Right.
We don't always put that in there.
We like to think that that's just one of those, something that's understood. Okay, I think we'll go with just a few more cucumbers for this one. And then we'll have, like I said, I'm going to do this other salad that's not creamy. And we'll cover this and store it in the fridge until we're ready to eat it. And it will, like I said, it'll just help all of those flavors to marry together, help the cucumbers to absorb some of that flavor, and it'll be good, y'all. See how pretty that is? And it makes you feel even better too when you know that's something that you grew. Okay, pause right here. Okay, so now we're gonna work on our cucumber salad that does not have the creamy dressing. And I was showing John earlier, see how much the salt helps to pull that moisture from your cucumber. So that helps, that's part of your dressing for this salad. So make sure that you're doing that. Slice your cucumbers, salt them, set them to the side while you're getting everything else ready.
So that's cucumber juice.
Yes, that's
So,
from the cucumbers.
I don't know, does people drink cucumber juice?
I don't know about that, but.
All right.
Okay, now these tomatoes are from John's garden too, and John told me that Dustin's been out there eating them this morning, so that's why we only have this many.
He says that he will make sure they don't go bad, so he eats them off there. Look at that, that's tiny.
Yeah, you can have that one.
I can have that one?
Yeah.
The tiny one.
Don't take any more of them though, I need them. Quality control, right? Got to make sure you're not going to poison anybody.
Yep.
So I would typically use more tomatoes for this salad, but we're using what we have, so. And I do put dill in this one too. So I'm just halving the tomatoes. You can cut them however you want to. You can put them in there whole if that's what you want to do. We'll put our tomatoes. And look already how pretty that is. Just the colors. And then knowing that you grew that yourself, it's rewarding, it really is. And then I find too, when you're out in the garden, for me, especially out there weeding it, it's just so tranquil, quiet, peaceful. You're away from all the hustle and bustle of life. So you're getting a whole lot more out of gardening than just the crops you grow.
There's a lot of peace of mind out there going out there and just enjoying what you've grew.
Yeah, and nature, I've always, I don't know, there's just something calming about nature for me. Okay, so we've got that mixed. Now I'm only going to put a splash of apple cider vinegar in this. Again, because we have so much of the cucumber juice, I'm not going to have a lot. And this is not something that is going to be real wet, like as wet as this is with the creamy base. So just a splash, Bridget. Maybe teaspoon, half a teaspoon. And then we're also going to sprinkle some sugar over this. Now, if you don't want to use refined sugar, which is something I've been trying to get away from myself lately, you could use agave syrup. You could do something that's a little healthier than the refined sugar for you. So that's the beauty of cooking, is there's not one right way to do it. I mean, you experiment with it, and don't be afraid to get in the kitchen and get an idea for a recipe, or the basic ingredients that it's going to need, and just start trying. Are you going to mess up? Absolutely. I've been cooking since I was probably on my own since I was about 15, 17, helping my mama in the kitchen since I was too little to reach the countertop without a chair, and I still mess up. That's part of it. But as the old saying goes, practice makes perfect.
All right, she's got the second one about done. She's adding some pepper to it. And They both look good. I've tried both of them, and I'm sure there's a lot of different ways and a lot of different things that you can add and do to these. So make sure to leave us a comment. I'd like to say thank you to everybody that's subscribed to the Yard to Table Appalachian Homesteading, because it takes a lot to get a new channel started, but we had to do this one to separate it from the Appalachian channel. But we're also filming today for the Appalachian channel, and we're going to be doing grilled meatloaf. I'm not making meatloaf burgers, but we're going to put the actual pan and grill it in the grill and see how that comes. So we got Eddie and Mary and George and quite a few people coming for that. So make sure you go over to the Appalachian channel and look for that video. It'll be there too. And so we wanted to do this one for the Yard to Table. And Bridget has her own channel too. Tell them about your channel, Bridget.
So I'm only on Facebook right now, Life with Bridget Denise. So if you guys want to come check me out, feel free to do so. At this point in time, my main content is grandbabies, but I want to try to incorporate more cooking videos because cooking really is a passion of mine.
Yes, she does a great job coming and cooking. She hasn't been here. I think it was Christmas the last time you was here, so it's like
wow,
6 months. It's been a long time. So
you're making me look real bad, John.
So I'm glad she made it out to do this video for the Yard to Table on the cucumbers. That's the very first thing that we've made with the cucumbers. Now, I did peel one about a week ago and ate it, and it was good. So I have no clue how to make things. But she also wanted some of these onions that she's going to take with her. I'm not much of an onion eater. Now, what do you do with this? Do you use the green part, or you use the?
I use all of it. I'll trim off the ends of it. Of course, trim the dead part off. Cut this off, and then you want to know how I really eat it?
Just like that?
Yep.
Really? Okay.
I love it with, one of my favorite summertime meals is just garden food. Green beans, some good old cornbread, cucumbers, tomatoes, and green onions. I can make a meal out of that.
We need some cornbread next time you come.
Well, maybe so.
All right, guys, we're going to get ready to start the other video. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.